Hey VC, it's Jeff back again. Yeah, sorry, it's been little bit of a long one since the last vid. Messed up my back, so I haven't really been able to sit down until like the last day or so. So I'm just gonna kind of end up doing this as kind of a combo video because I know Sean's got a color video going contest. And I was gonna start pulling some records and all, but I can't right now. I can't like stand or sit up for a long time. I was looking through my stack and I was like, oh, I got all the contest stuff right in the stack already. So I kind of ordered them in that order. Um, so I'm just gonna do like a little combo Sean contest slash yeah, just the usual listening stack. So yeah, basically I threw my back really bad, get sciatica really bad, so I could start physical therapy so I can actually walk. And I'm hoping I had a vacation booked from this weekend, so next weekend really, um, one week from now, whatever. So I'm hoping I'm gonna be well enough to do that. This involves like a couple hour drive, so fingers crossed. Anyway, really big stack here, so let's just jump in. I'm just gonna try to get through the vinyl really fast. There's a couple of interesting ones in there, but yeah, for the most part, stuff I've shown in the past. And then I'll show the contesty kind of stuff and just get through whatever I can really fast. Um, so this was I picked up a thrift. It's just like a really minty copy. This is Alan Parsons' project, so Prague. It's a comp right before his. He had like two really big hits. It was like Eye in the Sky, and that was it. What was it? Looking at Me or something? I don't know. It was like the album after Eye in the Sky. He had some other mega hit. Those are pretty much the only two I actually want. Um, yeah, so I don't know. It's for me, nah. I don't know. I may or may not keep that. I have the Eye in the Sky record, and I have this. That's all I got. Not a big fan. I might just switch them out. Just get the two singles of the songs I actually want. The Eye in the Sky, that whatever the song was off that the album right after. Cause whatever, man. I don't. It's okay, but I just don't get into it. Yeah, this is awesome. If I pick this up, I think these are starting to sell out. So this is the EU copy. So if you don't have this already and you want it, you might want to pick it up very soon. Johnny Thunders, Heartbreakers, LAMF, like a mother, Happy Mother's Day. Lost 77 mixes. So basically, the original one they just really mastered it poorly. So they kind of corrected that. It's got some nice liner notes, which is really interesting. It's a pretty good pressing. It's actually a very good pressing, actually, considering the source material. So yeah, so this is the one that's got Born Too Loose on it. Yeah, Pirate Love's decent. Yeah, cover Do You Love Me? Yeah, whatever. Chinese Rocks. It's a classic, man. If you don't have it, it's worth it. It's a freaking awesome album. It's like a 4.5 for me. Not 100% perfect, but it's pretty damn close. This is a good one. Taxi Boys. This is like half of the Real Kids on Bomp. It's a Bomp Records thing. So yes, this is an EP. It's a longer EP. So yeah, John Felice, as you can see there. It's a pretty good one. I don't think they're like super duper common, but they don't go for big money. If you see it, it might be worth picking up if you like power pop. This one was an important album in my childhood. I picked this up in Japan a few years back. So this is unfortunately the second pressing. I think the first pressing was a little bit better sounding, but it's a decent album sound wise. I think the CD is gonna sound better because it was mastered for CD. But yeah, it's a double gatefold. I'm not gonna pull that out. I got too many things. But yeah, it's kind of purple, so you could kind of use that for your purple color in your contest, Sean. But I wasn't really my intention there. This is one my kiddo pulled. Yeah, Blondie, Maria. I don't know if the album got a final release at the time, but the single did. The Soul Solution bonus mix is probably one of my favorite mixes of that song. It's definitely their best song after their early 80s, late 70s, early 80s heyday. Okay, so the rest are just going to be CDs. I'm going to use the CDs for Sean's contest. There you go, Sean. Maybe later I'll pull some vinyl because I did have some in mind, like Adolescence and some other stuff. Keiichi Haino and all that. They're Sato, Masahiko, and some other stuff I had that are actually fit your contest really well, but I actually had like 5 or 6 or 7 color albums in the stack already, so I'm just going with it. This is part of the K-Rex thing I picked up. So it's actually a black and white photo, but the case is red, so that was the intention. So this is an EP, the Lois EP by Dub Narcotic System, which of course is Calvin of K-Rex. It's a decent EP. I want one I would go way out of my way for, but if you see it, it might be worth picking up if you like Lois and you like what was her band? Not Pansy Division. Shoot, Witchy Poo. She was in Witchy Poo, right? Yeah, so it's her and Dub Narcotic. So going to Calvin's other projects. So WW Rock, whatever. Yeah, it's a decent one. So red corners, Sean. This is one like I've never really given a good chance because like here, but I actually listened to it properly for once with with the lyric sheets and the CD because I always stream this because I guess streaming was starting to be a thing at the time. So Wilco with her big one, Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. So this, I guess that's a beige. That's yeah, beige or beige yellow. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good one. For me, like I never really gave it a fair shake because like the bands with kind of nonsensical lyrics just never gel with me a lot of times. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Like Brainiac I like, but they really they push it. But the bands that don't really push it that far don't always gel with me. Like a lot of Zappa stuff. Like it's like you have to either push it way to the other end, and then it's like, oh, that's cool. Or yeah, if it's just kind of weird, nonsensical, but they're kind of passing it off as normal. It doesn't usually gel with me. But yeah, this one kind of skirts it a little bit. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I wouldn't go say as far as it's a 5.0 or something, but I'd say it's a solid 4. Wilco for me anyway. Foxtrot, whatever. It's good. I enjoyed it. I'll keep it. I have some other ones my brother gave me a while back. I just haven't gotten around to. Here, this is yellow, I guess. So, I don't know how they pronounce it. Maru, probably Maru something. Maru, Ichi Maru. I don't know. So this is band out of Japan. So it's led by Yoshimi Pee-wee of the Boredoms, the drummer. So basically, this reminds me a lot of the Boredom Super Roots albums, but a bit more mature. It's a little more in the avant-garde, free jazzy end of things, with a little bit of tribalism. So it's a bit more mature than a lot of the Boredoms. A little less. This is not quite as manic. It is still a little manic, but not full blown. So I really like this album. So I'm going to be picking up some more of her stuff, but. All the quarters, they're kind of yellowish orange. I don't know. There you go, Sean. As Sean pointed out, this one, I didn't even know he was running a contest. He pointed out this one qualified. I think I saw him on this tour. Blonde Redhead. So kind of a pink and red thing going there. Fuchsia. So the corners are fuchsia. The album's kind of red. I don't know. Whatever. So this is, I want to say their 4th album. I want to say I saw them on this tour. I think they were touring with Bloodthirsty Butchers, and Thurston Moore, and Cat Power, or something like that. It was a weird lineup. It was really solid. It was an incredible show. And Vern of Unwound may or may not have been playing with them at the time. I don't know, but he's not on this album. And this is a power trio at this point. So it's the 2 French dudes, and I think in the Japanese wife of one of them. I don't know. Like it's like one dude's a drummer, and then the Japanese lady, and the fellow's guitar. So it's 2 guitars and whatever. I'm rambling, man. It's early in the morning, and I just had a cup of coffee, and I'm just coming off that. I'm hyper. I haven't had coffee in ages. But anyway, yeah, it's a little uneven. But yeah, the 3rd track on this, and then there's one called like Led Zepp that they just really rip. But it's otherwise it's kind of up and down as far as the song quality on this one. For Blonde Redhead, I really like the one that Vern of Unwound's on. It sounds a little more unwoundy. That's probably why, because I love Unwound. as you know. But yeah, this one's got some real rippers on it. So Blonde Redhead, I want to say it was her 4th album, but yeah, art rock. I think most of you guys, if you're listening to my channel, you probably know them anyway. Yeah, so kind of art rocky. Um, that one's a little more out there than some of their other stuff. I don't know. So I guess silver's a color. I guess I don't know. I might do a proper video show later, but right now I'm getting ready for physical therapy. So. This is Susan Sienni. So she was an early electronic pioneer. There's a lot of videos of her. She was probably the first kind of mainstream electronic artist, I guess. She did a lot of stuff like on like David Letterman and stuff like that. So there's a lot of YouTube videos of her early career. But in this one, this was her first time on record, or in this case CD, going back to her material. She re-recorded a lot of her material for this on piano. It works. The piano, it sounds like it's an electronic piano, which kind of makes sense because she's an electronic artist. And it seems to be like Yamaha. It said Yamaha pianos. I'm assuming it's electric, but who knows? She's known as an electronic artist, like as in programming the damn things. Susan Sienni, sorry, I gotta work on the lighting in this room. But yeah, it's good. It's not great. So it's her own compositions. They work better as electronic compositions. This would at the time have been lumped in with new age stuff. Not quite ambient here because it's piano, but new agey. This would have come out, I think, 1990-ish. But I enjoyed it. I'll be keeping this one, but I do prefer the electronic versions. I hope this still qualifies as pink. This is one I picked up for like $1. I don't know. I don't think I ever listened to this album all the way through. Again, it's somewhat uneven, but it can rock at times. So Garbage, self-titled. I think their first debut, I'm pretty sure. Early 90s, 92-ish, I guess. I don't even know. That was later than that. It may not be their debut, actually. 95? Okay. I forget how old they are. But it's decent. This is the one that's got Only Happy When It Rains. And there was like one other thing that was kind of big on here, I think. Stupid Girl, I think. Yeah. It's a little uneven, but it's a decent album. You can get it all day long for $1 on CD. I've seen some vinyl copies on it, but yeah, for me, it's not as good enough to get on vinyl. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's pink. It's pink on 4 corners, Sean. This one's a pretty good comp. So it was given to me. Sure, you can get these cheap. Elvis #1 hits. I had a couple Elvis comps. I was hoping I could get rid of one. This one's actually a pretty good one. It's actually 80 minutes. The nice thing about this one, it has that, remember that Junkie XL hit from like 20 years back? It has that as a bonus track on this one. So this came out around the time that was a hit. The weird thing, even though it's 80 minutes, it has a lot of his really big stuff, but it has some little bit, I don't know if I call them deeper cuts, but they were hits at the time they kind of got lost in time. So it includes those. It kind of shows a little bit of his range, but there's some curious omissions, like Blue Suede Shoes, that should have been on here. Maybe because maybe it didn't make #1. I don't know. I have the Carl Perkins version of that, so maybe it's not essential for me, but I have some other comp, like another comp of this is like a double disc, but there's only like a 10-minute difference, but still, yeah, I might have to keep both just because like there's a lot of stuff on that one that aren't on here, so. But yeah, it's a pretty good comp. Sounds great, especially since they jammed 80 minutes on there. I guess that's not a big of a problem digital. But yeah, gold on all 4 corners. But yeah, it's a pretty good comp if you see it on the cheap. And you just want a small Elvis comp, 80 minutes of music on one side. That's not a bad deal. Okay, so I guess that's enough for Sean. Let's show what else I've been listening to this week. This was one I think my brother gave me, but I know he's a big REM fan. Life's Rich Pageant. Nah. No, honestly, there's only like a couple good tracks on here. The rest are pretty background music-y. So this is one, might be their last IRS album. I can't remember. I'm not a massive fan, but it has is it I Am Superman? Superman? I think it's just called Superman. I think that was the bonus track on here. And there's what other ones on here? Those Swan Swan, I think, was another like a medium hit. Anyway, this is part of that K-Rex Hall Project Echo. This is a comp of 7 inches that released on K. So some highlights, yeah, Crab, some Velvet Sidewalk. The Seductive is really good. Curiously, Satan's Pilgrims, I didn't know they were on K. So very kind of out of character. They're like a surf band. Yeah, I think they were signed to Estrus for the most part. I always wanted to pick up some of their stuff. I never got around to it. Yeah, Heavenly, FYP, yeah, Pansy Division doing a cover of something or other. What was it? They did Jackson, like the Nancy Sinatra song. Yeah, so it's a good comp if you see it. I don't think it goes for a lot. It's a lot of the deeper cuts on K. It also has Copas Grinders, what they misspelled, from Japan. I'll go hunt down some of that. And then this one's a super comp. It's Etta James, nice booklet on there, Chess Masters. Again, I think this was a freebie someone gave me. Awesome comp of spanning her career, two disc. Has a nice big booklet in there. Highly recommend if you see that comp. That one actually might go for some bucks though. It's another comp. I like comps on CDs, man. Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. I'm a big fan of the song Enola Gay. That's a great one. But yeah, it has all their hits on this one. I like yeah, Souvenirs, kind of a cool song. There's a few others really cool. But this is like probably later comps. This is like 88. But that's all I need. This one I picked up for $1, but honestly, I couldn't get through it, man. Fallout Boy. This is going to my next sale pile. No, it's just bad emo. Bad emo. I only got about 3 or 4. I tried. I really tried. I only got about 3 or 4 songs in. Couldn't do it. Bad. 2 stars. That's horrible. Yep, so picked up some Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Not their best album. Decent. Yeah, I paid a few bucks for this a while back. Just didn't have any on any physical format, so don't know. I don't think they had any like massive hits or anything off this, but then again, they never did. So Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Not necessarily one I'd recommend, but it's the one I found. So I'll pick up some more of their stuff because especially on CD, they're not that much. This one is like $1 somewhere. Dirty Vegas. I think this was their kind of big hit. So it's on Capitol. You can find these all day long. It's pretty good. It's sounding a little dated. It's kind of that electronic dance, whatever-ish stuff that was coming out in the early noughts. But yeah, you can find this on CD cheap. I wouldn't necessarily buy it on vinyl. I was never like a massive fan of theirs, but it's a decent album. You can probably find it for $1 because I did. This is a band I never gave like a good shake, but it's a good album-ish, 4-ish. Collective Soul, not one I'd probably play that often, but yeah, it had a couple radio hits on this one. I don't even know, man. But I'll keep going. You guys know them. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I remember these guys from the old MySpace yeah, MySpace days. Cause I used to chat with the guy, one of the guys in the band all the time. Like he had kind of interest. He is into. He has $1. It's a Go team. It's hard to kind of explain. Maybe they fall into that kind of. You remember that band Biss? I guess they kind of fall into that kind of category. That kind of cheerleader indie music. I guess I'd describe it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It's a little bit of that spastic. It's got that spastic energy, cheerleady kind of indie. So they have a high turnover for members, but it's one of those like massive entourage band things. Hard to describe, but yeah, if you think Bis with like a large group of individuals, you kind of got it. But yeah, I remember chatting about like Japanese bands and stuff on MySpace with one of the guys in the band, or a couple of the guys in the band. I can't remember. That's my memory of Go Team. It was back in the MySpace days. They had a lot of fan interaction, perhaps, or maybe I just we had similar musical tastes. But it's on Columbia again, I guess. Yeah. So this is kind of major. I'll probably buy some more of their earlier stuff. Yeah, this was this might have been a freebie actually. This is like the mid to late '90s remastered version, kind of pinkish. Does that count, Sean? Sort of, even though it's it's dad rock, mom rock. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a realistic pillow, pretty classic. It has a couple leftover tracks from Skip Spence when he left the band and went to Moby Grape. So he had a couple of songs left over on here, and then he was replaced by Spencer, whatever his name is. Skip Spence or Spencer, whatever. But I don't know. I don't think it's like a fully it's fully even, but it's a good album. It's like there's some tracks that seem a little out of place on it, and this one also has a bunch of bonus tracks and alternative mixes. It shows like it has like the mono mixes and some other stuff on it. So it's a pretty good pickup. So yeah, I'll probably be happy with this over the vinyl copy. But if I see a cheap vinyl copy, maybe I'll pick it up later. But yeah, arguably their best album. Not a massive fan. I have some other stuff. I'll probably get rid of theirs because I just don't need it. And this was a cheapie I picked up for like $1 or less. Natalie Imbruglia. I guess kind of remember the radio hit, which was the first track. Torn, I guess. So yeah, it's a decent album. Yeah, 3.5, 4. I don't. I'll hold on to it. It's fun, especially for what I paid for it. It's good. It's kind of has that kind of nostalgic quality. Hey, oh, it's kind of almost not quick blue. Okay, never mind. So I'll just do a kind of combo video there, and then if I feeling up to it later and the kid's not jumping all over me, yeah, I might pull some other ones for the contest. And I might try was it Jason Noise? I forget your name, but yeah, I kind of watch your videos a bit here and there. So I want to kind of do his contest as well, and then someone else had a contest going, but yeah, I'm falling so behind on VC because like I've just been drugged up and lying in bed, and if I'm listening to music, I'm streaming it or I'm just watching a lot of TV. I've caught up with all my TV shows finally after years. I just like let the TV run and just pain meds and muscle relaxants, and I'm just lying in bed. Anyway, only getting up like last day or so. So, yep, I hope everyone's doing well, and yep, I'll catch up with you guys later. That was getting long, and I'm getting a little out of it because this is the first time I've had coffee in a long time. Later.